Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. So for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to knit the sleeve. Okay, on the first video I did show you the cardigan, so I will pin that to this tutorial. I did say go into my, I have a tutorial on how to cast on the tubular cast on. I looked at it, it's just terrible. Years ago I did that tutorial. I don't like it anymore. So I'll redo it and you guys can look at it. So this is the yarn that I'm using. I don't know how many skeins, probably one I would say for the sleeve. Okay, it's Lion Brand Fisherman wool. It's 100% wool, and I really like this wool. And it's about 227 grams, 8 ounces. It's 4 weight. Okay, so the knitting needle, I am using a number 4. Okay, so we're going to cast on, total of 61 stitches. Okay, so I will show you how to do this. And then we will start doing the cables. It's really hard. It's not open. But yeah. I wanted to do a sample and then come back and show it to you, but I don't have the time. I have a couple of commissioned paid orders, so I just want to do this tutorial and then carry on. Okay, so let me just move this. Okay. Just leave a little bit of a tail, I would say. Okay, so I am holding the yarn like this. Okay, and then we're going to start. Let's see if I can make this more clear. So this is how I do it, like this. Okay, so I go. This is a purl stitch. This is a knit stitch. Okay. Purl stitch, knit stitch. That's how I know this is a knit stitch. So go under the north and then go like this. Just gonna double check. So yeah, this was a purl, this is a knit. So the knit, this is a purl, and then I go under the south, and then I go on top of the north, and then I pull it. So I make a knit stitch, up, down, pull, purl, down, up, a knit stitch. And when I make a mistake, I know that it's a mistake. So this is a knit. So the purl is like this. And the knit is down, up. And then I continue making a total of 61 stitches. Hold it, don't lose it. And then you just count these. They're usually 2. Like when you count them, they're usually 2. See, 2. Well, the first one was the first one. I don't know why I keep on going up. The first one, I don't count that one. Well, that's a 1 stitch. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and then you count it like that. Okay. So I'm going to continue doing it like this. I know I'm doing it fast, but I did show you how to do it slow. So up, and then go on the bottom, and then what did I do? Go up, go to the bottom, and then pull it. So this is a purl. The knit is from the bottom, go to up, and then pull it. So this is a knit stitch. Just like this. So repeat it until we have total of 61 stitches. Okay, I'm just going to count and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have total of 61 stitches and I'm holding it. So I finished it with a knit stitch. I'm going to turn, I'm going to hold it tightly. Okay, I don't want to lose it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to purl, because that it was a knit stitch. So I'm going to purl. Okay. Okay, now this is a knit stitch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slip this, and then I'm going to purl. I'm not going to knit the knit stitches, or you can do it like you can do the opposite if you want. And when we're knitting the other side, we're not going to knit. We're not going to knit stitches. So we give that, oops, I'm not supposed to knit that. So slide it, purl, slide. Okay, so I am going to finish this and I'll be right back. So this is all I'm doing. I'm purling. It's the rib. This is the rib, one knit, one purl, but I'm not knitting the knit stitches. So I'm just sliding. And then I am purling the purl stitches to give this effect, this tubular, and then automatically you will see. Okay, let me just finish this row and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished the row and I'm going to start the next row. Okay, I've been doing this for so many years. This is how I do the tubular knitting method. Okay, so I'm looking. Okay, this is so I'm gonna purl as I did. You could do the opposite, like you don't you can skip the purl and knit the knit stitch, but I'm doing it this way. So I'm not gonna knit the knit stitch, skip, slide it, purl, slide, and we do this for 2 rows. And after the 2 row, we do the knitting ribbing, 5 rows total, and then we start the slide. We start the cable slide. What did I do? Yeah, knit, slide. So I'm not knitting the knit stitches and I'm purling the purl stitches. Okay, so let me finish this row and we will, and then after this knit 5 more rows, and then I will meet you and then we will start the cable. Okay, just continue finishing this row like this, and then the next 5 rows would be just knit, purl. That's all you do. It's just these 2 rows we'd repeat because we want to give this nice tubular look. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have knit after knitting the 2 row, and then I knit 5 more rows, so total of 7 rows, and we're going to start. Okay, to start, I'm going to switch to my number 5mm knitting needles, but first I am going to do a cable, as you can see, 3-3. So what am I doing? Not cables. Just gonna knit a total of 6 stitches, and then you can see there's some increases because it's being a sleeve. We're going to make increases after this third row. So knit the right side, wrong side, and on the third row we're going to make an increase right away. 6 knit, 1 purl, 6 knit, 1 purl, 9 knit. Okay, let me just put my marker right there, and we're going to be knitting those stitches with a bigger knitting needle, which is a 5. Okay, with the bigger knitting needle. I'm specially saying that because we need to go to a bigger knitting needle. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knit, 1 purl, 6 knit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 purl, and then we're going to do 9 knit, and I'll be right back. Okay, after doing the 9 knit, 1 purl, we're going to do 13 knit. Okay, we have 6 here, 6 here, and 1 in the middle, so that's 13. And then we're going to do 1 purl. So this, oops, this is right here, is the middle of the sleeve. Okay, and then we're going to do symmetric what we just did. So I'm going to knit 13 stitches. So 1, I have the purl, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1 purl, and the next is 9, and then 1 purl, and I'll be right back. After knitting, just always go back and check, count again. So 1 purl, and we're going to do 2 cable, and there's 1 purl in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 purl, 4, 6. Perfect. And then I am going to knit the wrong side of the work, and then when I come to the right side, I'm going to knit, come back, knit. So 2 times I'm going to knit the right side just to be on the safe side when I say knit 4 rows and come back. So we need to knit the wrong side and then come back and knit the front. So 2 times we knit the front, and then on the third we start the cable. Okay, but before that we need to do an increase. Oh, what am I doing? We need to do increases on this edges. Okay, and it's the regular increase that I do. I will do it on the right side when I come, and I will show you how to do that. So I'll be right back. Well, I'll do that, you know what, after I do the cable. And let's do it that way, so I don't have to worry about making the cable stitch right here. See, after I make the cable, then I'll do my increase, and on the next row we will do 2 increases. See, you don't see any increases here, unfortunately, but we are supposed to. If you look at it, see the increases, see, and then we have 9 stitches on both, and then it continues to increase, but I won't do it like this. I will continue. You have to do it because yeah, we need to make our increases like this. And then when you come to the, see, when you make your increases, you have that cable effect right here. You have your cable, and then we do the underarm. Right here we do the underarm. Okay, so I will be right back. I will knit 4 rows. I say 4 rows, and let's start doing the cable. Okay, so we're going to do the cable. The first 3 stitches, I'm going to move it to my, this is my cable knitting needle. 3 stitches, and I'm going to move it to the back. Just checking. Just looking at this one. So it looks like, no, they didn't move it at the back. It's on the front. As I can see, it's on the front. Okay, so I'm going to move this on the front. So this is going to be on the front. And then I am going to knit. So I'm going to hold it like this. Not, here is the, let me just pull this. Here's the first stitch. Okay. It's a little bit tricky, but that's okay. I'm going to knit the 3 stitches. And then I'm going to pull this like this all the way to the end. And then I'm going to knit these 3 stitches. So this is how I do. Oh, what happened here? My yarn kind of split, which never does. I really like this yarn. It doesn't split or anything. It's too bad they're not selling at Michael's anymore. So I'm going to purl the next one. And then I'm going to repeat what I just did. Okay, don't forget we're going to do the increases on the others when we're knitting on the next row or any row. So I'm going to repeat this. So 1, 2, 3. Let it rest on the front. Knit 3. And then grab this 3 stitches and knit those. Okay, after making a cable, we have a purl stitch. Always a purl stitch. Okay, and the next stitch is a purl. Okay, now we're going to do this 9 knit stitch, which the 3 is a knit and this is a cable. So we're going to repeat what we did here, the second part. So 9 stitches, 9 knits. So knit the first 3 stitches. And then 1, 2, 3, let it rest on the front, knit the 3 stitches. And then bring back these 3 stitches and knit those. So we're doing crisscross. Yeah, the 3 stitches, we're doing crisscross. We're moving them around. Okay. And then we're going to knit, purl the next stitch. Okay, here is, right here is 13 stitches. So we're going to do 1 cable here, and then we're going to do a knit stitch and another cable, and after that we're going to repeat what we did symmetrically. Okay, so grab my, so we're going to grab it from the back this time. The first 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, let it rest. Knit 1, 2, 3, and grab those 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and knit the next stitch, and pick up the 3 stitches from the front. Always when we're knitting the cable stitch, try to use a bigger knitting needle. That makes it more comfortable, or else it's really, because moving these stitches around makes it tight enough. And you will notice that even when we cast on 61 for the sleeve, it's pretty wide, but when we're doing the cables, it does shrink. Yeah, it does shrink. Okay, the next one is a purl stitch. So this is how it looks like. Okay, the next one is the 9 stitch. So this time we're going to do the cable and then knit the 3 stitches. So make the cable. So grab it from the back, 1, 2, 3, knit the 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on the cable stitch, and then knit the 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the next stitch is a purl stitch. Okay, these last 2 are just a regular cable stitch, but you will notice this is how it looks like. So remember at the beginning we had it on the front. Now we're going to have these on the back. These 2 cable stitches are picked up on the first 3 stitches are picked up on the back. So when I say back, we pick it up and let it sit on the back of the work like this, and then we knit. So it's slanting towards the right side. 1, 2, 3. Just double check. Yeah, it's always better to double check. See, it's slanting towards our right side. That's what I meant. Sometimes it's hard to explain, it's better to show. So 1, 2, 3, and then this is how it looks like. Purl the next stitch, and I'm going to repeat it one more time. Pick it up, 1, 2, 3, and then knit the 3, and then knit these. It's a little bit tight. The beginning and the end is always tight. Okay, so ta-da! We have created the foundation of the cable stitches. So what we're going to do is we're going to knit 5 rows. So we're going to knit the wrong side of the work, and then 2 times we're going to knit the front, and on the fifth 5 row, and on the 6th we're going to start making cables again. Okay, meanwhile we're going to do increases. So I'm just going to grab my so go back to my number 5 knitting needle. This is a 5 as well, but it's a little bit bigger. So if you have a size 6 or a 5.5, yeah, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to knit. That's all I'm going to do, and then I will do some increases, and I will on the next row I will show you how to do the increase. I would do it every 4 rows maybe. Yeah. Okay, so I just finished the row. I knit the wrong side of the row, and I just want to do an increase. So I'm not gonna knit this stitch. So what I'll do is I'll just grab it here, and then I will make an increase. Okay, just like this. So 1, And I will do the same at the end of the row. So I will have one, and every 4 or 5 rows I will continue making my increase, just like this. See, on both sides, until I knit this over and over. And then when I have enough, this is how it will turn out. Just wanted to show you, this is how we will do the increases on both sides of the sleeve. The rest is just going to be knit as how you see it. Okay, so after the second cable, we'll do it here. We do the same here, nothing different. And then we knit 3 stitches. And then between is always 1 purl. And then we continue knitting the same. It's only these cables that we play around. We do the cable stitch here, and then 4 or 5 rows later we do the cable stitch here, and then we repeat this zigzag, and then we give this beautiful look. Okay, so this is how we knit the sleeve. It's really time consuming, but it's really fun. Okay, I will come and show you how to do the second part, the second cable stitch, especially these areas I want to show you. I did show it on the front of the body on the previous tutorial. You are welcome to go and check it as well, but I'm just going to show you how it's done again. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't forget to do your increases on the both sides of the edges on the sleeve. So we have that increase as we knit every 4 to 5 rows. Okay, so we're going to do the second cable stitch row. So I'm going to switch back to my bigger knitting needles, and I did an increase. So I'm going to make another increase because I made my increase right here somewhere. Here, right here. So every 4 to 5 rows, like I said, you need to make the increase. Okay, so I am going to knit 1. Well, I'm going to slide this just like this, and I am going to pick up a stitch right here from here. So this would be my second increase, and I will make another increase 5 rows later. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cable stitch. Cable just like this. So pick the 3 stitches just like this, leave it on the front, and then knit these last 3 stitches. So I am making this because I'm going to make like a cable stitch, and when I continue to increase my stitches, this part will become like this. Okay, as that's how they played around with it. So I'm going to do the same thing. So on the next time I would make 1, 2, I would make a cable stitch on the other side when I have total of 9 stitches. Okay, so yeah, and I'm going to move this right here. After knitting, like I said, we're going to do a purl stitch. Looks like I did a knit stitch. On the other side I did a purl, so this is supposed to be a purl, so I'm just gonna fix that. That's very easy to fix. You just fix it like this, and then you make this a purl. Okay, so this is going to be a cable stitch as well, and I am going to do the same thing. If I get caught again, I will come back to show you how I do the underarm, because I need to do decreases, right? So I will knit, knit, knit if I get caught, and then I will come and show you how to do the underarm and how to bind off and create that sleeve underarm. Okay, so just like this. This is just a regular cable stitch. Okay, so I wanted to show you this cable because this one has the nine knits. So here we did the cable, so we're going to do the cable here, and then we're going to knit 3 stitches. So to do that, I am going to grab my cable, and then I am going to pick up 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4, and let it rest. This is the only different cable. Knit 3, and then come back and knit those 3 stitches, and then we create a cable stitch. Okay, this is the only different cable. The other are knit as the same as we did on the previous cable row. So we knit the 3 stitches, and we purl. Okay, so this is going to be the same. I'm going to pick the first cable. 1, 2, 3. Hold it on the back and knit the 3. Okay, so stay tuned for the rest of the tutorials. I'm going to be making more videos. It's time consuming because cable knitting takes long. A lot of knitting involved, right? And then after making the cable, we do a knit stitch, and then we make another cable. Just want to show you what I have knit. Okay, the one that I have knit is more fluffy, like fluffy, or I don't know, squishy. See what I mean? This is hand. I have knit this. I knit the back. It's really hard to show. I will make a video on the floor, I guess. I don't have a big table. And this is how it looks like. So I am working on this. As you see, we did the cable, and then we did the knit stitch, and where we do the cable on the other side. To do that other part, what we do is we hold the 3 stitches on the front. So that makes a different knitting the cable stitches. So 1, 2, 3, hold it on the front. See, this one we hold it on the back, and then we knit the 3, and then we